So we have to talk about an iPhone that Apple is still selling as of right now, and why I think probably the iPhone 13 mini is still one of the better iPhones you can purchase right now, even though it's, I think, a little bit more expensive than it should be in the brand new market from Apple. In the used market, these iPhone 13 minis have been a pretty solid price tag, and I do think if you don't really care about having the latest and greatest, and or if you're trying to save the most amount of money possible, I think an iPhone 13 mini is still a very good phone, and it's pretty much one of the more amazing phones Apple has made. Now, personally, I thought the 12 mini, it really needed a lot of work. I was super happy Apple made a smaller iPhone because it seemed like a lot of people wanted it. However, the main issue was the battery life wasn't that great, and there were some weird things going on with the 12 series in general. But then with the 13 mini, Apple went ahead and pretty much addressed and fixed a lot of those issues. And the number one thing I will tell you is the 13 mini, for its size, it has really, really good battery life. Now, it's not better than the 13 and it's definitely not better than the 14 series, but I will tell you for this type of device, the 13 mini and its size, the battery life has been really, really good. So that is something that I really do like about this type of device. So if you're trying to go ahead and have a small phone and you're trying to go through and, rock it for a bit of time and you don't really care about it, having a bigger sized phone, well, the 13 mini, I will say for its size, has some of the better battery life you can get on an iPhone, which is really, really good. Now, this is also another really big thing because the performance and pretty much every single other thing about this phone is still very, very good. Internally, besides the battery, it had pretty much the same exact, power and performance as the iPhone 13. Now, if you remember with the iPhone 14 series, Apple pretty much put the same chipset on the iPhone 13 as they did on the 14 and vice versa. So they have the same exact chipset. So even if you buy a 13 mini right now, you aren't really going to feel like, I hope that you have like a super outdated phone, because for one, the design is still not even that changed with the 14, but also the performance and everything should theoretically be the same. Now, the 14 I think is going to be a little bit faster and it does have a little bit more RAM, but for a day-to-day activity like for myself, everything I'm going to do in a day, the 13 mini, for it being one of the last smaller sized mini phones, this is still a very good performing phone for sure. If you're playing high intensive games, if you're trying to go through and edit videos on your phone and, really anything you're going to do with the device, you're going to be getting a very solid performing phone from the iPhone 13 mini for sure. Now, on top of that, another really big thing is with the camera. I think the camera on the 13 mini is still very, very good. We've seen a lot of manufacturers with, a smaller phone, they usually put down a watered down camera on it. Apple did not do that in this case. They put a very good quality camera inside of the 13 mini, which makes me very, very happy with this type of device. So ultimately, I'll tell you the 13 mini, I think, is still a very good iPhone to pick up. It's one of the more amazing phones that Apple is still selling brand new. But if you want to save the most amount of money, you want to get the best deal, I'd probably recommend going in the used market. So in terms of everything, that kind of covers it up. If you have any other thoughts or questions, please let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.